Hey, what's up? It's Matt back today. I got another topic I want to talk about. I want to talk about how they are controlling you with fear. And I'm going to break down a couple different ways, 3 different ways they are controlling you with fear. Before we get started, hit that subscribe button down below. Much appreciated. Helps me build my channel, helps me get my content out there, and I just really appreciate it. And I got a lot more content. I'll post the link above up here. But yeah, hit that subscribe button. Let's get started. So the number one tool they use is fear. And they use fear, and I'll start with a simple example, is if you think about the news. Think about the news. Do you ever see positive stuff on the news? No, you don't. Barely ever. And that is because they're trying to control the narrative, and they always want you in fear. Because if you're in fear, they think that, oh yeah, you're gonna want someone to protect you. You're gonna want someone to step in. And this is where this all comes to, because fear will drive you into different thought patterns. It will drive you into irrational thinking. And they know this. They know that people do not think clearly when they're in a state of fear. Which also, when you're in a state of fear, you're also in a state of fight or flight mode. So when you're in fight or flight mode, it is physically impossible for your cellular structures to grow, for your body to grow. When you're in fight or flight mode, it is impossible. So if they have to keep this fear in you, and they have to keep putting more and more and more. And if you see like what's going on nowadays, just look at the bigger picture. It is fear coming from every single angle possible. And now they got us afraid of this invisible enemy. And I'm not saying that there isn't a danger with this, but what I'm saying is people need to understand and look what they're doing, how they are manipulating the whole society with something that they have been planning and wanting to happen for a long time. And guess what? It is putting everyone in the planet in fear. And that's their number one control. So I want to talk about manifestation and how powerful manifestation is. And with all this fear on the TV and all this stuff about this invisible enemy that's out here, you need to understand, the more you think that about all this stuff, the sicker your body feels. You can physically make your body sick by manifesting all these fears. You can think that you're sick and make your body feel sick by just having this fear and letting it manifest in your head all the time, always thinking about it. Do I have it? Do I not have it? And that's the biggest thing. One of the biggest things is they're keeping you in a state of fear that you don't know the outcome, what could happen. You're always afraid of your life, and that's part of this thing that they're doing. And for people that know what's going on and can see what's going on, I should say, because no one really knows what's going on. But people that can see what's going on, these are like people that are speaking out, trying to talk to other people that don't know how all of this can manifest in your head and create you to actually feel ill. That's how powerful fear and manifestation is, and that's why they use it. And when you have an invisible enemy, you don't know what's going on. You don't know if you could be sick or not sick, or if you could die next week. They're keeping you in fear. Now, you're not only in fear for everything else in the world, but you're in fear for your own life every single day. Second thing I want to talk about is perception and how they control your perception. And the easiest way I can make an example of this, I thought is, okay, now think of people that are born in North Korea. And then people that are born in South Africa. Then people that are born in, say, Mexico. Or then people that are born in the United States. How do you think these people perceive life? I guarantee you they all perceive life drastically different because of the upbringing that they had, the way that they were raised, the traditions, everything that you go through growing up creates your perception of life. It's a programming that creates your perception. And wherever you come from, say you're from the United States and you went to, say, North Korea, your perception of reality is really going to be tested once you experience something so drastically different. Now, what I'm trying to speak about with perception is if they can control your perception on how the world is and how they want the world to be, they can also control the way you think and the way you perceive it. And they do this through movies, through music, through the news, through various different things. A lot of subliminal messages. But it's to create a perception. And we have billions of people on this world. Everyone has a different perception. But when you really get down to it, the biggest perception changes, like I said, say if you were to go to North Korea, those people there would perceive life completely different than we would perceive it here in the USA. Now, if they can control that, you can kind of start to see how powerful it can be. Controlling the narrative is controlling your perception. And when you're not free thinking, if you're not a free thinker and you just listen to whatever and do whatever that you're told and whatever they say is going on, you believe them, you are in that's when they're taking your perception and they're changing it. You have to think free-minded. And I know perception for everyone, it changes over time. And everyone, if you're watching this, you know it. Perception changes over time. And as they're controlling the narrative, they're controlling your perception of what life is and what life should be like, or what life should be in the future, through predictive programs, through all these things that they're using to create a perception of your mind of what is going to be and how things should be. So that's the second tool I want to talk about is perception and how powerful this tool is. And if you do not have your own brain and you do not think for yourself, you might think you do, but not everyone does. You have to be a free thinker. So that's perception, that's how they can use it, and that's the easiest way I could think of explaining it. So we'll move on to the third one, and here we go. The third thing is energy and frequencies, and I want to talk about energies and frequencies because it goes kind of along with the first two. By changing your fear, like by putting you in fear, changes your energy and your vibration. It puts it to a lower frequency. A lower frequency where you don't feel as good. So now on top of manifestation of fear of everything that's going on, now they have your energy and your frequency down. So that also blocks your immune system from fighting off bacteria. So energy and frequencies and frequencies go really deep, just like energy does. But being around certain people can bring your energy up, and being around certain people can bring your energy down. And you'll notice this. Start paying attention when you go into groups of people, or you go into workplaces or whatnot, and you'll start to, if you start to focus on the energy, you'll start to realize it, and you can change it. And then frequencies are played throughout. Frequencies are everywhere. It's everything. We can see a 0.05 of what's on this planet. Frequencies are everywhere. It's a magnetic field that's all around us. We ourselves are antennas. That's why we used to touch our own TV back in the day. It used to clear it up, because we're antennas. We are antennas. And the thing is they want to keep you at a low frequency, a low energy, because when they do that, they can control you even more. Now, with all three of these things in play, they can control you without you even noticing you're being controlled. You can be in a mental prison in your mind and not know how you got there. But there's plenty of ways out. I got videos. I'll post a link up above. I got lots of videos, lots of content that can help you understand and basically just take in information and knowledge that will help you throughout your journey. So those were the three things, the three ways that they control you. So be aware, make changes, do your own research on these things, and make changes. And like I said, once again, I got content. Check it out. Hit that subscribe button down below. Hit that bell notification, and you'll get notifications when I upload every single video. And I'm here. I'm gonna keep bringing more information that can hopefully help you on your journey. Love you all and have a great day. Once again, hey, don't forget to hit that subscribe button below. Much appreciated.